Hey, what's up, guys? Dexter and Tonya
Good
here.
afternoon.
Good afternoon to each of you. So we are again live. We're from Facebook and Instagram. So it is Stories That Matter, season 1, episode 7. Right? Seven. We're 7
The number
episodes
of
in.
completion.
Yeah. So look, we really hope
Does
that
it
you
really
guys
stop?
7. No. Yeah. So look, we hope that you guys have been enjoying our short stories. I mean, again, it's just a break in the day, right?
I like y'all.
A break in the day. We want folks to just be able to unwind. You're sitting at home anyway. Maybe you're working and you're like, I need a little break. And you just see Dexter and Tonya go live with short stories that matter. So you ready to get going?
I am.
Okay.
I hate for people to miss the story so much. So can we just, you think another second or so? Just
I don't know. Hey, Patricia,
about 30
Deanna.
seconds maybe.
Hey, guys.
Tag this, share this. The
Yeah.
stories are so impactful. I'd love for you to hear from them in the beginning.
Yeah.
But of course, always can go back and listen again.
Yeah, the one Monday
From
was
Montana.
The one Monday was
Awesome.
incredible. Yeah, it really was incredible. Hey, LaShawn. Okay, we don't want to keep people
Okay.
long.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's
All right.
go.
So, guys. So again, season one, episode 7. Today's story is The Right Place. Okay, The Right Place.
The right place.
All right. A mother and a baby camel were lying around under a tree. Then the baby camel asked, "Why do camels have humps?" The mother camel considered this and said, "We are desert animals, so we have to have the humps to store water so we can survive with very little water." The baby camel thought for a moment, then said, "Okay, why are our long legs and our feet rounded?" Well, why are our legs long and our feet rounded? The mama replied, "They are meant for walking in the desert." The baby paused. After a beat, the camel asked, "Why are our eyelashes long? Sometimes they get in my way." The mama responded, "Those long, thick eyelashes protect your eyes from the desert sand when it blows in the wind." The baby thought and thought. Then he said, "I see. So the hump is to store water when we are in the desert. The legs are for walking through the desert, and these eyelashes protect my eyes from the desert. Then why are we in the zoo?" The lesson: skills and abilities are only useful if you are in the right place at the right time. Otherwise, they go to waste. Okay.
Boy,
Hey.
I still wish I could hear from you.
You guys just heard the story. What are your thoughts? The right place.
The right place.
So for you guys that actually just joined, you want to go back from the beginning and listen. It's not long, but just kind of reiterate. It's a baby camel asking his mom tons of questions.
About who he is.
Who he is.
Why do
Right.
we have this? Why are our legs long and our feet round? Why
Long
do we have,
eyelashes.
Why do we have humps in our back?
Yeah, what's
Mommy,
up with that?
Mommy, why are our eyelashes long? Why, Mommy? And she had an answer for them all. But yet here they are in the zoo and not in the desert where those things are needed.
Right.
So basically here they are in this place, but with all of the skills, the abilities, the things that they have, it's really not useful for them because they're not in the right place.
Right.
That's powerful.
It is. So the lesson was skills and abilities are only useful if you are in the right place at the right time. Otherwise, they go to waste.
Yeah.
Wow, what a powerful story. It really is. These stories have been really good, but they've been tremendously impactful. It allows us to think. So, as you guys heard the story, are you in the right place? You have been given skills, abilities. Are you in the right place? Are you utilizing those gifts? If you're not utilizing the gifts, so if they aren't utilizing the gifts, or if their gifts aren't being put into action, does that mean they are in the wrong place?
I don't know, possibly. It's a lot of stuff that I'm even pulling out of it. If you can tell, my mind is kind of going, I'm thinking a little bit. And I hear a lot. So this right here pulls it out as being in the right place. And then I just also hear it as just different skill sets and abilities that we all have, and everything has its purpose. And a lot of times in life we can get to going and not feel like or realize the value of what it is that we have and what we're able to walk in. Because honestly, and even I started visualizing them being in the zoo, and I thought about it being a hot day. I thought about the sun scorching or what have you, but they still have the lashes. So those lashes would go into effect for them in that moment, where at night it may not do another animal per se, you know. So it's like the places aren't always just one common place all of the time. You know, there's always adventure. There's always movement. There should always be movement, you know, and whatever you have, it will come up for you in that time of need and basically produce. And that's one of the things that I was thinking about.
Yeah, you know what? Something just dropped. You ready? Okay. No. See, the camel, the mama and the baby camel were in the zoo, where their needs were being taken care of.
I thought about that too.
Which allowed their gifts to be put under a candle,
a light up under the lamp post.
How the words a lamp post.
A lamp post.
So the gifts aren't in operation,
right?
Because the camels are in a place where things are being provided for them.
There's an enabling.
There you go.
Yeah, and that I thought, and that's the thing. And you know, there's another story that kind of speaks to that, because it's like sometimes we can help people too much. Sometimes if you find yourself in a position, or if you can really go inward and you and understand what I mean by this, but you always have the hands out, if you will, and not just for things, tangible things, but even just in the help. There's growth that takes place by learning. There's growth that takes place by taking action and doing. And a lot of times where it happens in very uncomfortable places. You know what I mean? When you're challenged, even, you know, when people are pulling on you and saying, hey, I want you to try something. Hey, I want you to do something. Hey, can you work on this? And it's like, no, and it's like, who can help me? Who can do this for me? What can? And sometimes it might be a matter, nothing wrong with asking questions, just like the baby camel did. Right. But sometimes you have to really take some action for yourself. And that's really how you grow. So that's really good. Here they are in the zoo. They're being taken care of, you know. I don't even know I wonder what it looked like for them in the zoo. Think about that. Long legs and rounded feet. And when it's like, wow, that's why they are made the way they are, because they're in the desert. Yeah. They have humps that store water. Why? There's a scarcity. That's not a lot of water there. Yeah. You see? Yeah. So, you know, we'll end with this, unless you have something else. But I heard a quote one time, and this story kind of goes into other things. But when you consistently run to the aid of people, you are robbing them of their process. Don't get in the way of the process that people have to go through in order to get to where they need to be. So the story of a camel has turned into, you know, it's so many areas, right? Process. Right. See, the camel, if they do, even a lion, a trapped lion that's being fed, if you put that lion out into its original environment, he will die because he has not developed the skills to hunt. And can I be real with you too? This is something that we've even been talking to our children about here lately. But I love that some use, basically for us not robbing people, not enabling people, but robbing them of who they are, you know? And I guess my thing is just like, in this society, there's been so much conditioning that's robbed us as a people of who we are, which is why we do find ourselves in those places oftentimes where fear comes in when we are being challenged. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been robbed. Society has come to play in a way of, it's so much we can get into now. We don't have the time for that, but I'll just say it in this way. Society has really come in to rob us rob us of our creativity, to rob us of our problem solving, to rob us of, our being able to, create and find and develop solutions to a thing.
Right.
Why do I say that? What do I mean? How is that, Tonya? Yes, I can. Well, in this way, who do you look to? Do you look to government? Do we look for them to put laws and things in place in order for us to really survive? Do you see what I'm saying? Honestly, that's where it's happened. And this can get really deep. We can really go into some conversation on this. But I want you to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
I encourage you to be mindful of that. It is a matter of all of us really, and I say it so much because it's just a part of who we are. We have so many God-given abilities, gifts, and talents. But the one thing that He's given all of us is our mind. And when someone else can take control of it, and I saw it when you described that lion. Yeah. He's a warrior. Just even you see their stance and how they walk and everything that they do. But then it's like to be pulled into captivity. There's a stripping. Mm-hmm. There's a conditioning.
It is.
And in that problem solving mode that they probably had out there in the safari, if you will, I bet it's not the same. Take them and put them back out there. I guarantee you it would be very different for them to go back into that atmosphere that they were once in. Can learn again, but that stripping, we got to be mindful. Know who you are and walk in it.
Absolutely. So guys, are you in the right place? So season 1, episode 7, The Right Place. Thank you guys for watching. Please share the broadcast. We will be back on Friday with another very gripping story. All right, guys, we are the Upgraders, Dexter and Tonya Scott. We may not know you,
but we know what's in you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.